I'm continuing now with our implementation of the ultra-simple PayPal shopping cart plugin. Now this was the cart page that we created where we can see what's in our shopping cart. But I tend to prefer seeing it on a sidebar. So let's go and do that right now. Let's go over to here and we're going to go to our widgets. Okay, we don't have to do anything in settings. We just go to widgets and we're going to find, already sitting there for us, an ultra simple PayPal shopping cart. Okay, we're going to drag that over to the top here and we're just going to place that above our calendar. Remember to hit save. A lot of times when you drop in a widget, you've got to hit save first. And after that, then you don't have to do it again. All right, so let's go over to here now. And I'm going to go back to my home page, which has a sidebar on it. And there we go. There's our shopping cart displaying over on the side here. And there's our 20 items and so on. I find this a lot easier to work with. Let's actually make the shopping cart empty right now. And there's our nice message. By the way, having this shopping cart empty is important for your customers to know that they've got a shopping cart, but there's nothing in it. Okay, in fact, if we go over to here, it'll also say your cart is empty. But there is a setting on here that if you're not careful, let me go and turn on this setting for you so you'll see what happens. Okay, so it says down here, hide the cart empty message. Okay, so if I'm going to check that off, and we'll update our options, watch what happens on our sidebar here. I'm going to refresh the page. Look what happens. There isn't even an indication that we have a shopping cart. Now, in this case, I happen to have a page called cart, so that helps. If I go to cart, you'll notice it doesn't say anything at all, but at least it says I've got a cart, and so that's why you might want to have a cart page as well. But if you don't have a cart page, it would be very important to not have this checked off. Let's go back here. Hide cart empty message. I think you should leave this on. It makes a lot more sense to me. So now we should see it again when we go back. It's just that helpful indicator. I've got a shopping cart, and yes, it's empty. Now, what if I want different wording here other than shopping cart? That's a default wording. I can go back to my settings here, and there's an item down here called title. Where did it go here? Shopping cart title. I know it's here. There it is. Okay. This is your cart. Let's use that. Had some wording in there from before. Let's update our options. And now we can control this title. This is your cart. Okay, and we can also change the wording of your cart is empty. That was another item in our settings as well. We won't worry about that one right now. All right, let's say we've got some different options. This was from an other plugin that we had where we had a color and a size. We can do that in this plugin as well. Let's go back to our usage here, and you can see here we have variations possible. In fact, I'm going to use their sample variation here. I'll grab the whole thing just so you can see it because we want to make sure it's clear. And I go over to my posts, and I'm going to go and find this plain gray plate. Now, I had some coding in here from before, and notice it was using, this was coding from simple PayPal shopping cart. Now we're using ultra simple, and actually their codings can work together, but I want to grab it just so we're using exactly what they suggested here. Okay, test product. Now this is going to be plain gray plate. Okay, and we've got different sizes, and we also have different prices to go with that. Now you don't have to have different pricing. But notice the syntax here. It's the size, comma, and then the new price. Okay. And that price is going to vary. And in this particular case, when I update it, and we go back to here, we're going to see how it changes. So now we've got different sizes. Now, one of the things I don't like is it doesn't tell me what the price is here. I would have to actually put that up here manually. So right now I've got only such and such. In fact, that's using our custom fields, remember from down here? It's using that product price. Let's go ahead and we'll do it right in here. We can do this and say small, $1.10, medium, whatever it was, I forget now, $2.10. Let's put in our symbols. See, now we have to put in the symbols manually here. Let's update. So at least we're telling our customers what the prices are going to be. So now when I make my choice and I go, I'm going to choose medium and I add to cart, now it's going to show in the cart. It's gone back to the page. Actually, let's take that off because I don't want to redirect, do I? Let's go back here and we'll take off the automatic redirect because now I've got it in my sidebar, don't I? So I don't want to worry about coming back. Let's get rid of that again just so I can show you the process. Our cart is empty. I come down here, I choose medium, add to cart. I'm only choosing one quantity of one. And there we go. And the nice thing is it tells you that you chose the medium-sized plate. And there's my pricing that's been added. And now let's say I'm going to add 4 of the small plates. Okay, and I add to cart. They come up as separate items, which is handy, because now I know I've got 1 medium and 4 small. The quantity has not properly gone, has it? The small ones were $1. Oh no, that's right. They were $1.10, weren't they? They were very cheap. Very cheap small plates. That's right, so that's correct. 4 times for $1.10. All right. See, it's keeping track and I'm not of the pricing. So again, same functionality here. If I want to remove part of the items in the cart, if I want to change quantities, I can do that right here. Again, it doesn't give us our message. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, and I'm not sure why that is. But we have our reload button there. Remember, the PayPal button disappeared until I updated my quantity. So there you've got some examples of implementation. I'll show you some more about shipping and pricing as we work on other videos for this particular plugin, the ultra simple PayPal shopping cart.